Warm-up going on right now as we have our semifinal games just about to start. Maybe 5 minutes. Give us a few minutes to talk about some of the teams that you're going to see. Our showcase game will have Sugar Mommies out of Quebec. They did not play last year, but did finish in bronze medal position in 2015 in Montreal. Maybe a little home turf advantage for them to snag that medal. They are playing against Last Call out of Ontario. I believe they did not play last year as well. Both squads are fairly talented as we look at the rosters. For those of you that do watch Ultimate on a frequent basis, you're going to recognize a lot of the players on the field. Sugar Mommies came into this tournament seeded 4th overall, so fairly strong team. You know, obviously here in the semifinals, right where they expected to be. Last Call came in seeded 8th overall. They came out of Ontario as the 4th seed, so based on seeding, maybe punching above their weight slightly, but based on talent on the roster, they're probably right where they expect to be as well. Looks like we are going to have the Quebec team, Sugar Mommies, likely wearing dark from what I can see down on the field. I don't know that there's been an official flip yet, but if you are watching the warm-up here with us, the dark team is the Quebec team. Last Call wearing their whites. So just to throw a little wrinkle into this for you watching, Last Call does not have numbers on the jersey, so we will be trying to be a bit more descriptive with the players. I'm sure after a few points you'll get to know the common handlers, the common players. They're going to see a lot of the disc. Sugar Mommies, they do have some numbers on there, so we can at least make use of that for you if you're not familiar with these teams. Sugar Mommies playing with 3 ladies today, I'm told. Was that injury that took one out, or is this the full complement that was brought to the tournament? Injury problems. So with the small rosters, 4-on-4 indoor, that is something that can hurt teams. Seen a few people from other teams get injured. Toon Squad that will be playing in the other semifinal on the adjacent field had some injuries, so they are short rostered as well. And it's something that you have to deal with a small roster and managing through a tournament like this. So the Ontario team does have a few Toronto Rush players. You'll probably recognize Andrew Carroll as you get into the game and we get going with the action. Jeff Lindquist, Alex Blahos, Mario Zladic. I could go through the whole roster basically and say that they're all top-level players. Ladies as well, Sarah Kidd, Jeanette Quach. You know, these are household names for those of you on this end of the country here in Ontario. Sugar Mommies, not to be outdone, some good touring quality players here as well. I know Julie Landry, Julie Tremblay. Seen them as well playing Antoine Lapignol. Hopefully I didn't Lupignol. Pardon my French. Very high quality players. This is shaping up to be a doozy of a game. Game will kick off in approximately 5 minutes. We'll just give you a little bit of information about the other semifinal on the adjacent field. It's Brunch Money out of Nova Scotia. They finished in the bronze medal position last year here in Ottawa. They finished 2nd. They had a silver medal 2 years ago in Montreal, so they're right where they expect to be as well. I think a medal has become a regularity for them that they expect to get out of this tournament. And Toon Squad, who they're playing against, eked out a great victory in their previous game. Toon Squad finished 4th last year, beating Brunch Money. So this is actually a rematch of last year's game that decided some of the medals. Toon Squad may be looking for a little bit of revenge. we'll try and get periodic updates from that adjacent field. That also shapes up to be a very competitive game. Teams are coming together here in our showcase field, maybe getting a few last-minute instructions. And most definitely it is white jerseys for the Ontario team, last call. Dark jerseys for the Quebec team, Sugar Mommies. It's good. It looks like we've got our technical issues ironed out, hopefully for the semis here. Had a little glitch for the bonus coverage, but good thing it's bonus coverage. So a lot of the consolation brackets have just finished up some of their games, so I'm sure we're going to see a nice crowd perhaps gather in the background shortly after those teams clean up and get their cleats off, come over to watch these two great matchups here right on adjacent fields. Really is a great vantage point. If you're an Ultimate fan, you can sit down in some of this large green space between the two showcase fields, get both semifinals. Quebec team really getting some good instruction there. You can see some step in and step out from the players, almost demonstrating what they want to see from the players on the team. Last call out of Ontario. I believe this is a throw together team, if that's what you'd like to call. They hadn't played together in previous years at the 4-on-4 championship. Maybe an interesting dynamic to see if high talent with maybe less chemistry can come together and beat a team that's played at these types of championships in past years.
Can we take the both sides of the sideline or just outside?
You can. A few people can stay here. It's fine. We prefer most people there, but a couple of more. It's fine.
So the horn just went. Last call with the disc. You can see one of the Quebec players pulling on some really bright neon pink arm guards, maybe save some turf burn. That'll make it nice and easy to identify her as the game goes on. Just need to see a number to identify now on the line, but certainly going to stand out for the game. Julie Landry. So I always like when players wear stuff like that. Nice and bright, easy to stand out. So last call with the pull. Sugar Mommies. Oh, there's some contact in the back. No call on that. Not in. Disc right at the front of the end zone. Disc looked like it was fumbled forward. I'm not sure if there was contact in there. Just an odd kind of play all around. Sarah Kidd, I believe, that's demonstrating what she thought happened on that call. And Mario holding the disc here at the near sideline. There's a good long discussion happening here. Couldn't quite see if the disc got hit, but it certainly came out as a wounded duck type of push pass for the 2-foot gain. Mario pops into the end zone, giving last call the goal. So clearly that long discussion was worthwhile to retain possession and get the first point on the board. So for you Ontario folks, we have Carroll and Lindquist, I believe, on the field at the same time. That's a nice pairing. Must admit, as everybody knows through my commentary, I have a Andrew Carroll man crush. He's does a little bit of everything. Great player to watch. Call downfield. Got Antoine Lapignon with the disc. swing pass. Little gainer up the far sideline. High release. Just over the arm of the outstretched defender. There's the goal for Sugar Mommies. Tell you, I'd like to do some reconnaissance just to see where they came up with that name. Certainly a more creative name for the teams here at C4UC. Disc is coming in play. That's Amos Lee, I believe, that I see with the disc. Yes. High-handed mark from the Quebec team. Good body position to get that D. Center of the disc, swing pass. Lapignol with the disc. Searching, good fakes. Big layout D. Tremblay couldn't reel that disc in. That was Lee with the layout. Something happening downfield here to delay the play coming in. There we go. Disc is going to come back in play. It's Tremblay with the mark. She's got a good wide mark. There's the full field hammer. Lapignol slaps that out of play. Valiant effort from Lee. I think that was out of play even if he had got his hand on that disc. Disc slid quite a ways under our broadcast booth here. There we go. Oh, we have a call at the other end of the field. It was a big layout D bid for not. Still look good for the cameras. Call there. Ostojic with the disc. Good reach. Mario reaching forward to get that disc before the defender could get to it. You can see for Sugar Mommies, they want Lapignol to control the disc. He's basically picking up every disc. He's initiating all play. There's a catch by Antoine just short of the end zone. There's a reset pass. You can see Tremblay is also getting a lot of touches on the disc. Oh, full extension for Antoine. Contact was after he had dropped the disc. So good no call. Last call using the short game, swinging the disc. Lee on the sideline, going end zone. All kinds of players along that end zone line might have had an attempt at that disc if the players weren't sitting at the end zone line. So the disc is coming back to where it went out of play. There was no eye throw that went out the sideline and didn't come back in play at the back of the end zone. Again, Antoine, high release blade, trying to hit Tremblay. Instead hits the mesh at the back of the end zone. Both teams looking a little rattled here. The defense isn't all that strong. There's been a few throws out the back of the end zone, miscommunications. On the plus side, it's correctable items for both teams. They can correct these things, the mistakes that they're making. Nice catch. High grab, toe on the sideline. A little bit of discussion here. With no solid line on the turf, that is a hard call to make. There's a hammer to the end zone. Lee, big grab. Full extension, grabs that disc at the back of the end zone. Nice hammer from Ostojic. Sailed that in just right to the back of the end zone. Great bit of hand-eye coordination from Lee to reel that in. So Landry with the disc, swings it to the middle. It's Martel with the disc. High release, good help defense. Scouted that play. Last call converts a real quick goal on that one. That was some great help defense. The telegraphed floater pass to the sideline just allowed for the peel and D. Disc is back in play with Tremblay. Throws a Callahan. Blahos, I believe that went streaking through for the Callahan. The Quebec team, I think they need to regroup. I'm not sure if they've called a, yep, they have called the formal timeout. It isn't just a quick regroup. There was no cutter action. Tremblay was pinned at that front corner of the end zone, just nowhere to go with it. And, you know, out of necessity, had to try and throw something to her swing. See if we can get a quick look at the action next door. Brunch Money currently has the disc. It's Wallabeck, another player from last year that I really enjoyed watching. See her with a few fakes. And Brunch Money punches one in. Try and get a score update as that game progresses. Currently, our action is in a timeout. We're sitting at 4-1 for last call out of Ontario. The Quebec team really making good use of this timeout. It's a fairly long timeout for the indoor game. Typically, it'd be a little bit quicker, but they clearly have some items they need to work on. You can see Lapignol talking a lot in the huddle, as well as Tremblay. Both experienced touring players, high level, high quality. So clearly going to take control of that huddle, impart their knowledge, and see what they can do to correct the problems they've had so far. There's the full field put. Saw some contact. It is going to count. Yes, no call. So Sugar Moms get on the board. We have 5-3 in our game next door, I'm told, for Brunch Money over Toon Squad. And I just saw a really nice sky catch for Brunch Money, so that'll tack another one on their scoreboard. Disc is coming back into play here. Last call out of Ontario. In cut, swing pass, working this near sideline. Nice catch and go. Nice give and go cut. Three or four arms in that throwing lane, and no recovery on the play from Brunch Money, pardon me, from last call. So Sugar Mommies, timeout seems to have sparked them. It's a couple of quick points for them. Now sitting at 4-3 for last call. Just a quick side note, if you are interested in the score updates for Brunch Money and Toon Squad, the other semifinal, I believe it is being updated on Twitter. So that can give you more immediate results than I can. There's a nice run from Lee. Big layout. Can't make the catch. Full extension. Complete sellout to try and get that goal. Well done. You can see Lapignol walking the line. He's signaling a call for his team. So clearly they've worked on some set plays. Tremblay with the disc, center field, halfway. Good contest from Blahos, but not able to get the D. Contact on the mark. Disc is in at 1. Tremblay, midfield. Walking up the middle of the field. Maybe taking a little liberty with the footwork. Lapagnola with a nice around. There's Landry with her signature pink arm. Lee doing a nice job just working the front of that end zone as almost his own defender. Content to let the handler have the disc without a tight mark out in front. It's more important to slough off and just guard that front line of the end zone in case there's a slash cut across. The end zones are only 3 meters. It's very hard to get a pop pass if you are guarding that front line almost as a zone defender. It's hard to pop it over and into the end zone. There's a nice little give and go floater, but Lapagnola follows up. 4-4. Last call, bringing the disc in. You can see a lot of discussion from the Sugar Mommies defenders. Yeah, looks like the ladies are going to try and switch as much as possible. I think Tremblay has a bit of a limp. Maybe some ankle problems from earlier in the tournament. They are down to 3 ladies. So I think she's working out how to switch with the other female defender so that she can play a deeper D or not run quite as much. Disc going up the field. There's the over-the-top throw for the goal for Ontario. So 5-4, they needed that. They'd given up a good run of points to the Quebec team. So we are sitting at about 5 after 1. This game does go till about 1:40 is the end time. Just to make sure we have an eye on the clock, because I have a feeling this is going to be a very tight game all the way through full time. It's Francis Martel with the disc. Lots of congestion. Lots of congestion straight up that line, so I'm guessing Lapagnola here on the near side is going to come back for a reset. Oh, Landry makes that reset cut. Andrew Carroll to mark on Lapagnola. That's a fantastic matchup to watch through this game. There's the big reset across the field. Fake Scuba. Tremblay clearly not limping on that cut as he turned on the speed and make that in cut over the middle of the field. Lapagnola having trouble finding an option. There it is. Not in. Tremblay walked it back up to the line. So Sugar Mommies tied up again at 5s. So if you were watching the bonus coverage, I was talking about the junior players. It's nice to see them graduate to the adult team and make contributions. We have Kelly Smith on the field getting the reset as I speak. Signature blue socks there, but you know, having watched her play in the junior system, you know, getting some good coaching obviously with the Toronto junior system. It's nice to see her contributing here for a team in the semifinals of a major championship. So a turnover on the downfield throw. Easy pickings for the defender over the middle. Quebec team getting very active here. Lots of give and goes. There's an end zone play. Snatched out of the air on the D. Not even a bat out of the end zone. That's a grab just for emphasis. So the disc is centered. Nice in cut going deep. And there's the follow-up throw. Last call, tacks another one on the board. That was a little two-person game, a little give and go. Good run to the end zone, good separation. Easy put to empty space, really. Here we're having another return match. Andrew Carroll, Lapagnola. These guys are familiar with each other from their AUDL time. Going full throw, full field. Good job from Lee to peel off, help defense to tip that out of play. Any kind of float on those discs, and it just allows the help defender to close the gap on such a small field. Reset pass out of play. Little miscommunication, that's unfortunate. Tremblay is going to walk this over to the line. Right at that front cone of the end zone. Not a good place to be. Basically want to take that big reset as far back as you can go. You can see Carroll's giving a large buffer on that reset to the backfield. Maybe baiting it. Yeah, he's just waiting for that throw. Still on the far sideline. They'd be well served to get to the middle of the field. Give themselves more options to go left or right rather than being pinched on that sideline. Still on the sideline. Tremblay working it. There's the reset to the middle. Now there's some options for Quebec to play with. Miscommunication. The lob pass to the end zone. Carroll easily picked that off. Give and go. Lee and Carroll. Really stagnant offense in the middle. It's literally a two-person game right now. There we go. Getting a third person involved. Off of Carroll's hands. Not the best throw. A little bit of a blade. Wasn't able to adjust to come back to that defender had position. Quebec, quick disc movement. Blady backhand and caught. Good footwork from Antoine. 6-6. So I think this game is going just as we thought. Trading points essentially back and forth. There was one little run at the start of the game to have some separation, but Sugar Mommy's made an adjustment through a timeout, and that's it. It's been trading points back and forth. 6-all as we speak. Oh, hear a big round of cheering on the field next to us. Last call, big fake on the Scoober. There's the around throw. Good job to grab that. Still in play. Yep, no question. Even the defender starting to count stalls early. High around pass. Everyone's back by the disc. Needing lots of time to get toward the end zone. Walk makes the catch, but actually had the footwork to take herself out of the end zone. Players, I think, are confused with the front and the back of the end zone. She towed the line in play rather than into the end zone. There's another chance, and she does it right this time. Redemption. Last call takes the 7-6 lead. So we're here at the Louis Riel Dome, Ottawa, Ontario. The Dome has been a fantastic venue. Well done hosting in this venue. Last year was a different dome with a little less space available. This one is a fantastic dome. Perhaps we'll be back here in future years. Antoine in that back corner. High stall count. He had to just get rid of it deep. Great jump. Excellent defense to get full stretch. Carroll in the middle of the field. Probing for opportunities. It's a good cut from Smith. Offense is becoming a little stagnant in the middle of the field. Turnover from the Ontario team. We have Quebec is in possession. There's a throw to the end zone. Carroll just didn't have his head on a swivel to see that one coming. So Sugar Mommies ties it again. You've no doubt heard some really large cheers just below us. The field next door has Brunch Money leading 9-6 at halftime. The cheers from the large contingent of Nova Scotia players camped out just below our platform here, clearly cheering for Brunch Money every time they score. So, last call from Ontario, picking up the disc. Nice tight game, 7-7. There's the high release. Easy around pass. Oh, there was a little separation on the end zone strike. Handler couldn't get the throw off. Defender takes the dive to try and stop that throw. There's a high throw to the end zone. Disc is caught. Disc is caught in play, but no, didn't hang on to the disc through the course of the play. There's an around throw. Oh, you can see that the disc stuck to the handler's finger longer than expected. Just a missed throw. Defender tried to intercept it. Potentially a Callahan if she had it. It's a full end zone. Now everybody clears out of the end zone. Making space. And there's the goal for last call. That was a bit of an odd offensive set in front of the end zone. All three cutters in the end zone. All three cutters fled out of the end zone. 8-7 for last call. Antoine Lapignon with the disc. Lee with the mark. Carroll matching up now downfield. There's Landry with the catch. Lapignon fakes the high release. Good sideline catch. That's Landry. Good job to toe the sideline. Lapignon with the high release blade off the hands of the receiver. Last call. Get the disc in play. Let's see if they can take this to half. So Lee with the disc. Good fake up the sideline. You can see why there's excellent use of the fakes in this game. Smith up the sideline to Carroll. Round pass to Smith. Resets center field. Big layout D, missed. Carroll can't take advantage of the lack of defending. Does throw the over-the-top goal. So last call, leading 9-7 going into the half. See if we can get an update on our field next door. 9-6, I believe, is our update next door. Oh, big layout grab from the Brunch Money player to retain possession. Comes up firing toward the end zone. It's a very nice play. Welbeck with the fake up. Takes off another cut. Looking for a reset. Gets it cross field. Young in the middle of the field for Brunch Money. They're knocking on the goal, just can't punch it in. Garrett the Carrot going over the top. Big grab from Welbeck. There's a reason why we're always calling her name. One hand grab on the hammer. Looks like there's a discussion. We're giving you some bonus coverage here, folks. While they discuss, we will talk a little bit about our game. They're still in the huddle, but if you recall last time that there was a timeout taken by Quebec when they were down 3, they came out and scored the first 3 points. No doubt they're having a similar discussion during halftime while they can get their team together. Last call will be well served to play very cautious and play some tight defense coming out of this timeout. As Quebec has shown, they rally very well. Both teams still having a discussion. I see Brunch Money is back in play. See if we can give you a call here. It's a high throw from Welbeck to Young. Those two have been money for the last 3 years playing as a pair for Brunch Money. There's really not much stopping that pair. So Brunch Money punches that one in, puts up another goal. Our teams are breaking huddle, so let's get back to our primary game here on the stream. Julie Landry having a little fun. Almost got hit with the pass down so that they can pull. So Quebec is pulling here, down 7-9. So not only do they need to score some goals, they need to get a D here to try and slow down last call out of Ontario. And the old upside down pull Lapagnola. It's the first one I've seen this weekend. Good in cut. Got some good separation. Working the line. Nice catch. Turn and quick throw it across the field. There's the inside out throw. Last call. Last call puts up another point. Hughes was in on that play. Angie Hughes. So that'll bring the score to 10-7 for last call. So the old flat ball is back in play. Lapagnola, of course, has the disc in his hands. He's got a lion's share. Throw to the end zone, and Tremblay does a good job to backpedal and adjust where her positioning is on the field and haul that in. So that takes it to 10-8 for last call. So Quebec comes back